John 8:5. In lega autem Moses mandavit nobis huius modi lapidare. Tu ergo quid dicis? And in the law, but in the law, Moses commanded us to stone, we have to add women of this type. You, therefore, what do you say? So this confrontation over the woman caught in adultery is sprung here on Jesus by the scribes and Pharisees with this very pointed question. They begin by citing the law whose lawgiver is Moses, who has commanded us. Now here it might be helpful to think of mandavit as laid a command on us, just to help us make sense of the dative here. This is very typical, by the way, going back into classical times, that you find a dative of the person given a command or responsibility through this word mando, mandare, mandavi, mandatum. So nothing unusual about that, although it might be new to you. What's really sort of tricky here is huius modi lapidare for a couple of reasons. One is to use an infinitive here is going to strike those of you who are trained in classical Latin as odd, and that's because more commonly mandavit in the classical period is followed by an ut clause or ne in a subordinate construction rather than an infinitive, to stone. And you can see why from lapis, third declension noun. Pretty easy to see there lying under lapidare. So Moses ordered or commanded us to stone whom? To stone mulieres huius modi of this type. Huius modi is not difficult to construe, but there is a kind of compression of expression here. We have to supply mulieres or feminas or something like that, or offenders, some kind of word here to indicate people like this woman. But you can leave it out and the sense is still clear, and in fact that's what's happened in this verse. And of course this is followed by this very provocative question that they aim at Jesus with the emphatic use of the pronoun. Hey, we've just heard what Moses thinks. What do you think, Jesus? Which is of course trying to set him up either to disagree with Moses or to agree with Moses, but possibly expose him to the displeasure of the crowd, which may pity this woman. I don't know. There's a number of things going on here, but clearly even the form of the question is quite pointed. Not only the use of the personal pronoun, which, as you know, isn't necessary for the sense in Latin, but is emphatic, but also ergo. In light of this, quid tu dicis, what do you say? We're interested in your opinion. So they're testing him, in other words.